Once in a beautiful town, there lived a young boy named Shuvo. One day, Shuvo came to visit his uncle in their village home. His uncle was a very wise man and was very friendly to Shuvo. Uncle loved him very much. One day, Shuvo said to his uncle, "When I grow up, I want to become a successful man. Can you tell me, Uncle, some ways to be successful?" Uncle said yes and took Shuvo with him to a nearby nursery. Then his uncle bought 2 small plants and came back home. Then his uncle planted one plant in a pot and kept it inside the house, and planted another one outside the house. Then his uncle asked Shuvo, "What do you think? Which of these 2 plants will grow better in future?" Shuvo kept thinking for some time and said, "The plant inside the house will grow better in future." When his uncle asked the reason, Shuvo replied, "Because it is safe from every danger." Shuvo also told, while a plant outside it have to face so many dangerous things, like strong sunlight, storms, animals, etc. Uncle smiled and said, "Let's see what happens in future." After that, Shuvo went back to the town with his parents. After 4 years, Shuvo came to visit his uncle again. When Shuvo saw his uncle, he said, "Uncle, last time, I asked you some ways to be successful, but you did not tell me anything. But this time, you have to tell me." Uncle smiled and said, "Sure. But at first, let's take a look at plants that we bought a few years ago." Saying this, Uncle took Shuvo to a place where he had planted a small plant in a pot. They saw that the plant had turned into a tree. Then he took Shuvo to look at the plant, which they had planted outside. There they saw that a huge tree stood. Its branches spread far and wide, providing shade to passers-by. Now Uncle looked at Shuvo and asked, "Tell me which plant grew more. Which is more successful?" Shuvo replied, "The plant we planted outside." Then Shuvo asked his uncle, "How is this possible, Uncle? The plant that we planted outside that must have faced so many dangers, but still, it grew so big." Uncle smiled and said, "Yes, plants outside had to face so many dangers, but dealing with problems had its benefits too. Plants outside had the freedom to spread their roots as much as they wanted. Problems like storms made its roots stronger. Today it is so strong that a small storm cannot cause any harm to it. Son, what I am about to tell you, always remember it. Then you will be successful in whatever you do in life. If you always make comfortable choices, then you will not be able to grow. As you can, if you are ready to face this world, despite all the dangers, then no goal is impossible for you to achieve. Never think of problems as hurdles, but think of them as steps towards success." Shuvo took a long breath and stared at the tree, and he understood his uncle's words. Obstacles which we consider enemies in life, the same obstacles make us stronger and more successful in life. Similarly, our life is like a great adventure, filled with twists and turns that might seem like obstacles blocking our path. But guess what? These obstacles are like puzzles, waiting to be solved. Just think about when you play a game. The fun part is figuring out how to overcome challenges. Life works the same way. Each hurdle you face is a chance to learn, grow, and become even stronger. So don't let these roadblocks discourage you. Embrace them, tackle them, and watch yourself level up in the game of life. You've got the skills, determination, and spirit to conquer anything that comes your way. Hope you gain some value from this story and try to implement it in your life, and always keep rising. Thanks for watching the video. Please subscribe my channel.